Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Blue Devils will kick it away to start. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Texas Longhorns offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy that can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. These two conferences largely share the same geographic.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. To the ground with the back. Running with power. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given...
Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
The Blue Devils offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Hodges. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And the Blue Devils are rolling down the field. It'll be a draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly outfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager.
And they got him for the sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Smith dropping to pass. Trying to find his man in the middle. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that pocket and decline the penalty. Give to the single back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Hodges. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him. Yes.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. On the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, you're going to be a great player. You've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
2nd down coming up. They'll run it from the gun. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Motion from the offense. Smith wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Weeks. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The back goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback keeps it. smashes through. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. And it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now on first down from the 30. Using the quick game. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On second down, he'll fire. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Weeks. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Smith dropping to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Longhorns get it past the sticks.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. This is a third and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
A special teams penalty cost the D 15 yards as we start this drive. Line gets set, first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push this.
And the quarterback is snowed under. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down, 10 yards to go. He's looking to throw it. Gets rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Hodges. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Comes out throwing on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Hodges. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Looking to scramble. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. And as he throws, he's got his man. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Smith wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. The ball pops out. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that. Ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Blue Devils are marching down the field. Keeps it going. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Steps away. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Price. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the single back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Texas. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Nifty little dance step. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Wide out in motion. Smith dropping to pass. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Going up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hodges. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more pressing.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Avoids pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And they go back on top. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Rice took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Owls that fired on all cylinders. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Smith wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. On the option, he'll toss it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll try to do it himself. At midfield, he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He makes the connection. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up. He's looking to pass. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended?
Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He shanked it. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure. But this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a 1st down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Extending the play. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The popular catchphrase for quarterbacks is extending the play. The defense cut off the extension.
Yeah, and the defense just kept coming. You know, one guy missed, 2 guys missed. It doesn't matter. That's the sign of a really good defense. The guys that swarm to the football, and you look on tape and you're like, are they playing with 11? Or they have 12 or 13 because they play so fast. Great job continuing to hunt the football.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try.
Offense facing 4th down.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. They'll try it on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kennesaw State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 38 to UTSA. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the left. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. At the 45 on his way. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Blue Devils in the hurry up.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. The snap sets up the throw. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Smith dropping to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. The give out of the gun. Breaks the tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. They'll throw it on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation